What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to create your own event sales page and landing page. I'll show you how to do it like in a day. Actually, it'll only take about an hour. And I'll show you guys how to do that in Kajabi in this video. And if you guys stick around to the end, I'll even give you a link to download my templates to get you started even quicker. So stick around to the end of this video. So this is the event landing page right here. All of the traffic on social media, and whether it be a Facebook ad or a LinkedIn event, all the ticketing traffic goes to this page right here. So really simple landing page with an event timer. And as you scroll down, you learn more about the event. And the main call to action here is to save my seat. You see, we put that on every call to action. So when the user clicks on save my seat, they'll be taken to the checkout page. There's no opt-in, there's no enter email. That could be something you could do. You could enter an email to go to the next page, but I chose not to. And this has been proven to convert. So on this page, the user can learn, exactly what they're going to get. And also here is where you could put in testimonials, but I actually put in notes from the speakers. We were actually running a Black Friday sale, but I actually created a custom coupon right now, so I can show you what this looks like. And I'm actually registering the speaker right now, so we'll subscribe them to our email list. We've agreed to our terms and service, and I'll show you guys how to add your terms of service right here. That makes it just really easy, all contained on this page. They agree, complete the purchase. Now, right here, it's going to ask them to create their own account. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. So then it takes them to the landing page, and I'll show you guys how to skip this. It's asking you, because it's creating an account, because you're buying an offer, it's going to want you to create an account. You can have them enter a username and password right there when they check out to create the account, or you could entirely skip that process. I'll show you guys how to do that, but that's basically it here. From here is the thank you page, and I even gave them this link to add to calendar. Here, there's all the details about the event, the date, the time, the location, the details. I'll show you guys how to create this little link right there, which is actually a really nice little feature to have. So that's pretty much it. That's the extent of the sales page, landing page right there. Let me show you guys I'll just show you guys what it looks like right now. I'll show you on Funnelytics here. So this is just a visual representation of what I just showed you guys. And I can actually show you guys what the actual traffic looks like in the last 30 days. We just built this like a week ago, right before Black Friday. And as you can see, these are our conversion rates right here. Let me just kind of zoom in here. In the last 30 days, we had 77 people land on this landing page. 30% went out to the checkout page. You can see we had more than 77 people here to this checkout page, because some people went directly to this checkout page. So people were sharing the link. So basically that's pretty much it. So we can click this and filter to just traffic that was coming from here. So look, that's of the 77 people that went to this landing page, 30% clicked through to this checkout page, and 26% of those purchased and went to the thank you page. Okay, so that's pretty much it right there. If I remove this filter and then we refresh, you can see of all this traffic here, 108 people. Well, where did those people come from? I can hit previous step and actually see where they came from. And you'll see here's that 66 people that came directly to this page. That might have been me while I was testing it, but there is a way to omit those people. But here, some people came directly from Kajabi, and then some people came from the homepage. A couple of people came directly from LinkedIn. So I could show that traffic there if I wanted to. So here, we could see exactly how our users came into our funnel and how they ultimately ended up as purchasers. But this is just a quick representation, so I can show you guys what our funnel is going to look like. So let's get into Kajabi. So here is Kajabi. Now let's go over to our website and I'll show you guys the pages here. So I chose not to actually create that as a pipeline because the pipeline analytics are a little bit limited. And you are also limited to the number of pipelines you can create, but you can create an unlimited number of pages. And because I'm tracking my pipelines using Funnelytics, I don't actually need the pipelines in Kajabi. I actually find them to be a little bit limiting. So here's the page right here. So let's click into the main landing page. And here you can see it does give you some analytics, but again, there's no context here. It's really nice to see it all on one page. But let's go ahead and customize, and I'll show you guys the individual blocks on this page. So what I like about this new website builder is I built this page in about an hour, and I can show you guys how it's laid out. So when you're building a page in Kajabi, there's really like sections and then there's like blocks. So here we have all of these main sections. So this is a section. You'll see that. See, I'm kind of moving it here. So that is a section. Then we have this text and image section that's here. Then we have another text and image that's here. Then we have a hero and image. That's this one. Oh, you see, and I actually just clicked in here. So if I go back, now I'm going back at the main section layer. So then we have 3 feature columns. That's this guy here. And then the last but not least section is our hero countdown. So those are our main sections. And if we wanted to add more sections, we could do that here, hit add section. And they give you a lot of different options. You could do feature card, inline opt-in. So if I wanted to say, if they didn't want to buy right now, they could, join our email list or something. So I could add that there. And now you can see I've added that section. And so when you want to actually edit a section, let's say I wanted to select what form to display here, you can click in this section. Now I'm in this editing this section, and you can add content into this section. So here is the actual form. So I can click the form to edit the form. And here we can select from our available forms. Here's our VR trainers blueprint opt-in. I just want to show you guys how easy it is to build this landing page. Now, one last thing is, and again, you can add more content. So if I wanted to add like, let's say another countdown here, I could add countdown. Now it's going to show this countdown from this events, which I'll show you guys in a second how to create these events. That's where the countdown timer is actually coming from. So we'll go ahead and hit save. Boom. Now we went ahead and added this new section, and we added additional content, this countdown timer, to this section. Now, so here's the form, here's the countdown. Let's say I wanted the countdown to appear above. I could slide this up here. Now the countdown will be on top. I can hit back. And let's just say I wanted to make this invisible. I'm at this main web page editing section here. I can hit inline opt-in form, hit those 3 dots, and I can hit hide. So now it's telling me that this section's invisible. So you can really create sections and add content very quickly and easily. You can reorder. And then at the end of the day, you can hit save. Now, one quick thing before we move on, I did want to mention that 2-step opt-in. So all of these buttons, when I click the button, it's a CTA, and basically the action is set to go to a checkout page. And so I selected go to a checkout page, and I selected our checkout page. If I wanted to, I could say open 2-step opt-in. Now what that would do, and now I'll go ahead and put that back. So, but if you wanted to open 2-step opt-in, I'll show you what that looks like right in a second. So I'll go ahead and put it back to checkout page because that's what I want it as. But so if I had those as 2-step opt-in, I would go back to our main editing section. Now down here under 2-step opt-in, we can click this, and you'll want to hit this checkbox, edit 2-step pop-up. Now here's your 2-step opt-in. So you could have all of those buttons open this pop-up window, and at which point you could have a form, and once the user enters their email into this form, then you could go to the checkout page, or you could go to another landing page, or you could have him download a file like an ebook, or you could have it go to another URL. Maybe you're using a third-party checkout software like Thrivecart, you could have it go to a separate URL. But in this case, because I'm not using this 2-step opt-in, I'm going to not configure it. We're just going to go back. And again, if you want to get rid of this, just hit 2-step opt-in. Now we're going to uncheck edit 2-step pop-up. So that's the two-step pop-up. So that's pretty much the scope of the landing page. Let's go over to the checkout page, and I'll talk about how you create a checkout page in Kajabi and how you'll want to optimize that. So that was our landing page, and you'll notice here our thank you page is actually right here, but you'll notice that there's not actually a checkout page here. Now that's because checkout pages aren't going to show up here. They're going to actually show up under products. Now, every time you create a new offer, you're going to create, Kajabi will create a checkout page for you for that offer. Now, under our products section, you'll notice we already have a product created for our VR trainers blueprint. But under all products, you'll see offers. Now, Kajabi differentiates between an offer and a product, and I could go into it in a whole video just about that alone, but for the purposes of this video, what you'll want to notice is we just created an offer that is the tickets for LinkedIn Local Altspace VR, and there's actually not any products associated with that. And that's okay, because I'll show you why that matters in a second. So to edit the checkout page, you'll need to just create an offer, and again, you can create an offer without any products associated with it. So let's show you that real quick. Hit add new offer. We can call this test event tickets, and here's where you can select a product, or you could not select a product, and you can just enter in a default price, but for the purposes you can always change this later, so it doesn't really matter, but you would just enter in the list price there. Now here's all of the details that you get when you create an offer. Here's where you can add the included products that someone gets when they buy that offer, and you can have multiple products here. There's an option to add an upsell. Now what that means is after your customer buys one offer, they'll be taken to the upsell offer checkout page immediately after. There you can and there's also an ability to add an upsell video, but I'm not going to talk about that in this video. You can send a cart abandonment email. I typically do that like 24 hours later. And then you can add automations. Now, this is really important, and I'm going to just go ahead and show you the automations on our actual offer. So under the LinkedIn Local Altspace VR tickets, let's go ahead and edit that. And the automations that I want to show you here is when this offer is purchased, then the user will be registered to this event, LinkedIn Local Altspace VR. So that's going to do a couple things. Well, one, after they purchase, it's going to send them the default email template. So it's going to send them the thank you for purchasing template. It's going to send a notification to me, and it's going to send them to a thank you page, the LinkedIn Local Altspace VR thank you page, TYP. And that's the thank you page I'll show you guys after this checkout page. But when they get registered to this event, that's actually how they're going to get the links to attend on the day of the event. They're going to get registered to an event in Kajabi, and that's how they're going to get all the emails. So I'll show you that here. So under marketing, so again, once you set up your offer like that, you're going to want to register them to an event. Under events, under marketing events, you'll have wanted to already create your event. So that way you can have that countdown timer. But here you'll see the event, and I'll show you what that looks like. So in the event, you can add emails that go out before the event or after the event. So one email that you can do is at the time of registration, you can say, send an email saying you are registered, and you can personalize the email with their first name, last name, any of their information. You are registered. And you can do that. You can send a test email here to yourself. You could preview it in the browser. But basically, once you hit save, now that email is going to go out to anyone who registered at the time they registered. And it's all based on this event time here. So if I click this event time here, I can go ahead and edit the event. And I can select the time zone. I can repeat the event if I want to, and I can also add additional automations that occur on this event. So here's the default triggers when the event is registered. Then you can grant an offer, subscribe to an email sequence. You can register to another event, add a tag, send an email. You can send them a coupon, so forth and so on. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to add an email that goes out at the time they're registered, and then probably add an additional email when before the event, perhaps one day before or 1 week before. You can add multiple, so you're reminding your audience of this event, and then also you can add emails after the event. Now, one thing I want to point out here is when you actually click into your event, you can click this little tab right here for registrations, and you'll see who's registered for your event. And if you wanted to manually register someone for your event, you could under the people tab. So, Kajabi manages all of your email lists, all of your people. It's kind of like your CRM. You could search for people here, and you could grant them an offer, or you could events. You could register to an event. So that's pretty much that. So that's the events. So you'll definitely want to make sure that when someone purchases, again, so we'll go back to offers. So that's actually, let's finish showing you actually what the offer checkout page looks like. So when you're actually in offers, edit this offer. So when you're at the offers, let's go ahead and edit our LinkedIn local alt space VR offer by clicking this pencil icon. And now from within here, we can hit edit checkout. That's where we're actually going to edit the landing or the checkout page itself. Now, it's not like the other website designer. It is similar in the sense that, it's pretty, what you see is what you get. They give you less options here. So basically under your offer details, this is where you're going to enter in all your text here. Under the checkout copy, you can add a logo image. You can add an image that shows up here. You can add a video that would show up here, and you can add a banner that shows up at the top. Now, the other options that they give you is I'll show you the order bump. So you can change your primary color, pretty straightforward. Extra contact info. This is where I was saying you can collect username and password right there. So it would ask them to log in right there. As you can see, I'm already logged in as that user I just logged in as, so I'm gonna go ahead and log out. So here, let me go ahead and remove that coupon code as well too. So here's, if I wanted to, I could collect the phone number if I wanted to. I could collect the address, hit save. If you wanted to, you could add a custom field, but generally I would not add too much right here. That's why I haven't added it, because anything you add additionally here is an extra step, which is going to reduce your conversion rates on this page. The easier you make it, you really want it one click to buy. That's why Amazon had it so right. The other thing here is your service agreement. So when you click in your service agreement, you can have it be not required with just a checkbox. I've read and agreed to the terms on this page. Or you can have it agree and have this custom text area. And so that's what I did. The testimonial section is pretty straightforward. So under the testimonial section, you'll have an option if you want to put footer navigation. I generally don't on my funnels because I want the traffic to have only really one option to go to the next step, not to navigate to my homepage or anything like that. So I'm not going to do that. And the last but not least is your order bump. And here is where you select the offer that shows up here. So, and the text. So when they click this checkbox, they can add, here's the order bump. So I added the VIP upgrade, and the order bump, you're going to want to think of that as like, like you're at the checkout at the grocery store and you add in a piece of candy or something like that. So that VIP upgrade really made sense for the order bump. And a few people did actually choose to do that. So that's the checkout page. Again, and last but not least, again, let's look at the offer page here. And again, when they purchase this offer, we're going to send the member to the thank you page, which is this Altspace VR thank you page. So let's go ahead and take a look at that now. So under your pages, under website pages, here's this thank you page, and let's just go ahead and customize that. And I did tell you guys I was going to show you how to make that little button to add it to a calendar. It's a real simple little tool, and I'll leave a link to it down below. Basically, it's a tool that allows you to generate an HTML link that I've actually combined into a bit.ly. But basically, I'll show you that here. This is the website here. Jenna Mobley created this little tool, and I'll leave the link down below. But you can enter in your details of your event here, start date, end date. Now this is in GMT, so if you don't know what the time is in GMT, I just Google what is 10 p.m. EST to GMT, and it'll be like, and it'll probably be like 1 a.m. the next day or something. So, but once you get that right, set the date, location, description, hit generate link. It'll generate the link for you. You could just put this link onto the button if you wanted to. You could just paste that right there if you wanted to. I chose to just put that bit.ly there because that way it makes it a little more succinct, and that way when someone clicks it, it just adds it to their calendar. It's really nice and convenient. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, you're going to want to make sure that they check their email and open that email. It's going to increase your email deliverability rates. And also, if you are doing two-step opt-in, they're going to want to click that opt-in link when they get that second email. The event that I was showing you guys was LinkedIn Local Altspace VR. It's the world's first LinkedIn Local in virtual reality. We have our keynote speaker, Quentin Allums, Just Q. He's a storyteller and esports and culture podcaster. He just started a new podcast called Stupid Deep, and it's like a storytelling podcast. It's really cool. He has a couple episodes out already with Lewis Howes, Brittany Crystal Hoffman, and Mark Metry. So guys, get your tickets to LinkedIn Local VR. Anyone who gets the tickets is going to get the free VR Trainers Blueprint, which is basically everything I was showing you guys today. And if you guys are creating your own event, make sure to get Kajabi. You guys can create your event page really quickly and easily. And I'll leave a link to my template down below. You guys can download that free. Don't worry about it. If you guys do want to join, I do have a Kajabi accelerator program. Links for more information on that is down below. If you guys are looking to scale your Kajabi site, you guys are already making money, you want to make more money with your Kajabi site, that's what the Kajabi Accelerator program is for. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really means a lot. We've got like 20 subscribers already, and I'm going for 30. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.